Hello, my name is Kenny and I'm a YouthForce NOLA Internship Program Coordinator. Today I'm going to walk you through the process of submitting your YouthForce Internship 2024 application and explaining a few details along the way. The first step to completing your application is to click New to YFI. Once you've done this, you're going to click Apply for YouthForce Internship 2024. Here you're going to fill in information we need from you to create an account in order to complete your application. Be sure to use a professional Gmail account. We ask that you use Gmail because your school address can sometimes block the email that YouthForce will try to send you, and email will be our main source of communication through the rest of your training and internship process. Good example of professional emails are your first name, last name, and a number, or first name dot last name and things like that. Once all this is filled in, you're going to press create an account. On the first page of your application, we're going to be asking things like your expected graduation month and year, date of birth, current high school, parent or guardian's information, and an Orleans Parish address. This address can be any area of the East, Central City, Algiers, and other surrounding areas within New Orleans. Places like Marrero, Harvey, and Slidell are not Orleans Parish, so please be sure to list current addresses only in the Orleans Parish. Towards the end of the page, we also ask if you've been helped by a YouthForce Internship Ambassador. If you were, please select your name from the options on the drop-down menu on your right, and once you've filled in all your answers, please save and continue to move on to the next page. On this page, we're going to ask you about your interests and experience. YouthForce NOLA focuses on 4 main career pathways: digital media and IT, health services, business services, and skilled crafts. Please click all industries that align within your interests for your career path, and if you don't know yet, that's fine too. We'd also like to know if you've had any past experience with a training provider, dual enrollment programs, or etc. Please list all of the ones that apply to your experience. If you don't have any, that is perfectly fine. You are still eligible to apply. Next, we're going to ask about your schedule during summer 2024. The YouthForce Internship Program takes up a big chunk of your summer, so please let us know if you have any major conflicts or obligations that may make it too difficult for you to participate. Next, we'll be touching a little more on your career interests. Here you're asked to explain which career pathway you'd be interested in the most and why. The next question is asking about motivation. Here we want to know why you want to be a part of the YouthForce NOLA Internship Program, and most importantly, complete both your training and internship placement. These questions are here to get to know you better, so please take your time and be honest when answering. This next question about motivation is more of a scenario to better understand about the way you would manage your response to getting an internship placement that you didn't like or wasn't your top choice. Please again be honest and take your time when answering. This next scenario is about your growth and learning. We would like to know about a time that you received feedback and had to make a change due to the feedback that you received. For this, think of a time that will help express your willingness to grow and learn from feedback. Here we are asking about COVID-19 vaccinations. This is simply to collect information to make sure you, YFI staff, and other participating interns are safe for this upcoming summer. This next page is about references from teachers in your school. Make sure here you're getting references only from teachers who know you really well, so they have great things to say about you if we have to speak to them. And most importantly, make sure you ask permission from the teacher before putting them down as a reference. Next, you'll come across a disclaimer. Here we are making sure that you know none of the answers in your next question will impact your eligibility or application score for the YouthForce Internship Program. Please read over this disclaimer and click Acknowledge to move on to your next page. For this demographic information and additional data page, one thing I want to note about this page is the very last question about drug testing. To be clear, YouthForce Internship does not drug test, and if we do have to, the results stay completely confidential and will not be shared with parents or guardians or your school. If you do not feel comfortable with taking a drug test, that is perfectly fine, but please make sure to mark that you don't want to be considered for an internship placement that requires one. Although YouthForce NOLA does not drug test, there will be drug tests required for some of the internship placements, like in medical and skilled crafts field. If you do not want to be drug tested, you are still 100% eligible for a placement. You just won't be placed in an internship that requires drug testing. Please fill in your response truthfully. The final portion of this application is a video interview where we ask you to answer these 5 questions. Please be sure to include your name, your school, your skills, and why you want to be a part of the YouthForce internship program. This video has to be 2 minutes or less. You are encouraged to jot down some notes and practice your responses before submitting the final video. You do get 3 tries to film, and when done, you can pick the best one to submit for your interview. If you get it right the first time, that's great. All you have to do is press apply now.